the Kerala Catholic Bishops' Council, KCBC, the apex body of Catholic priests, expressed concern over the alleged attacks against church-run educational institutions in the state. The government should take immediate steps to provide adequate protection to such institutions, it added very, very strongly. You know what is the context? Tensions prevailing in a church-run engineering college in Kottayam district in connection with the very, very sad suicide of a female student, even as the KCBC expressed concern that of course there is pain felt by family members. It also was concerned if this was a kind of a planned agitation at the institute. The agitating students, and I have seen footage, I have been reading, they have alleged that the institute is very misogynistic and tends to moral police students, berating and shaming them in public. I have a thing. It's all okay. It's a Christian-run institution, but let the law takes its own course. I mean, the student died by suicide. I think there should be an investigation. Why is the church getting into all this? Is my question. Why are they feeling suddenly so insecure? A month ago, Modi ji did an outreach there. Amit Shah just did an outreach and said Kerala calms me.
I think what is happening is that suddenly church, the so-called Hindu constituency, the so-called Muslim constituency, they have become part of the national religion. That is my understanding. Why is it happening? BJP wants to create space there. What was the narrative which they wanted to create? That BJP is going to go after the Christian segment of the population. So, the image started coming, the narrative was there that the way BJP managed Goa
Easter,
and the way the church or the way Christian community,
I
wouldn't use the word church votes for BJP, the Christian community votes for BJP in Goa. Similarly, they can create a space for themselves because in Kerala people say Congress is a Christian party and CPM is the Hindu party and Muslim votes get divided here and there. So, now with the Kerala story one, secondly with the Christian outreach second, and thirdly with the continuous narrative that Kannur violence, the violence which happened, suddenly you find these actors at a national stage. ऐसा नहीं था, ये पहले होता नहीं था, पर ये स्टेट लेवल पे होता था. बहुत ज़्यादा इन सब चीज़ों को नेशनल लेवल पे जगह नहीं मिलती.
No, I feel it's happening because Modi went there, he met the bishops, Amit Shah went recently and said he was, there were photographs. They are saying you come here, you want to do outreach, look at one of our institutions.
देखिए उसमें एक चीज़ और भी हुई है, Sudha, you have to understand that the BJP is now ruling Northeast. BJP has become very cognizant of the fact that church has a social, if not the word hegemony is, I wouldn't use the word, strong social influence in the society of Northeast.
Sure.
So the pitch and the narrative of BJP has changed nationally. I'm not saying it has changed at a regional level. It remains so, but it has changed nationally in multiple parts of this country. And Kerala remains a dream state for them.
Right.
You see, if they have a substantial space in Kerala, I think it is even better than Telangana. Kerala is multilinguistic, multi-religious, geographically different. South
Progressive.
Kerala, एक तो छोटा स्टेट, लंबा स्टेट, साउथ केरला, सेंट्रल केरला, नॉर्दर्न केरला, मोपला केरला, Syrian Christian population. If you look at the diversity of food, culture, people, society, migration, and what Kerala is, it's so diverse. So for them to find that space, it's heaven. It's it proves everything for them. But when we say why church feels targeted, I'm saying that it has become more articulate. It's not being about targeted. Okay. It's because you are being entertained. They're being entertained nationally. Tell me 10 years ago, कौन सी फोटो है ऐसी आपके पास प्राइम मिनिस्टर की?
पर आप आउटरीच करके उसके बाद वही हम वर्गीस से पूछते हैं. Is Varghese with us? Our colleague Varghese Abraham, who's I think that he will join us in a bit because I feel that the whole thing you say no कि पहले ऐसे नहीं होता था. पहले आउटरीच भी तो इस तरह के सार्वजनिक रूप से नहीं होते थे. Where those visuals that you are looking at on the left, I think on the right of us and the left of the audience is the agitation by this engineering college in Kottayam, which is a Christian institution where a young girl died by suicide.
I don't want to put 2 plus 2 because
no, but they're saying that it's planned.
See, I don't want to. The reason why I'm saying I don't want to put 2 plus 2 because people can take advantage of it. It's an integrated network society. There was a prayer meeting in churches in Kerala for Manipur. So I don't want to get into that because it's an ethnic issue between two communities which has turned religious in nature. And the members of both the communities, they have, the armories have been broken, and the state administration has been requesting the people to give back arms. Church had a they had a prayer meeting, and then they had this article in one of the magazines, and we did a story on that. I have a different point. They have become elevated in the national discourse because of BJP's expansion. It's a byproduct. I don't want to get into the local the local politics of it. Church has many denominations. That way, the debate can get more complex. But I'm saying that the reason why it's articulated, the reason why it's on a national platform like ours is because it's more visible now. You have something to say about it. You have some visuals to talk about it.
But considering you're my maths teacher now, let's look at arithmetic, Kartikeya Sharma. Christian is only 18 or 19% in Kerala, no? Maximum is still Hindu hai, 52% hai. So what is this great thing about outreach? If you don't want to touch on the local sad death of a young girl, that's okay. But what is this? Why do they want to capture that 18%?
भाई आप अपनी शेरवानी में गुलाब का फूल लगाना पसंद करते हैं ना? शेरवानी के बराबर तो है नहीं गुलाब. कहने का मतलब है कुछ चीज आप पर अच्छी लगती है, तो उनको लग रहा है उन पे अच्छी
क्राउनिंग ग्लोरी.
हाँ, तो उनको लग रहा है उन पे अच्छी लगेगी, तो गुलाब तो शेरवानी के बराबर होती नहीं मैडम, तो उनको लग रहा है कि ये गुलाब की तरह है.
हाँ. Or is it to expand what they think is their influence amongst other communities apart from Hindus?
Well, I would say,
I think they also need, because organizer wrote na कि अब हिंदुत्व का भजन नहीं चलेगा. They didn't say bhajan.
I think there is also an element to it. If you want to localize the content, the element is that you have Students Federation of India, which is also protesting. They feel that SFI, KSU and ABVP are holding separate protest marches in private engineering college in Kerala against the suicide of the student. So SFI, KSU and ABVP. So they also have a trigger.
Yeah.
The trigger is that the political frontal organization of other political parties like ABVP, SFI, they are protesting. They are saying that this is a cultural institute. How come ABVP and SFI are protesting? That is part one. That's a local thing. That's a local thing. The larger national thing is the reason why they are getting this importance, because the national leaders have given them importance.
We'll ask them. We'll ask Varghese. Varghese is through. Varghese, explain this. I was asking Kartikeya Sharma that, how come, I know that this institute is run by, the church or by the Christian community or the educational institution. Why are they suspecting that this is all? They are saying, look, there is pain. We respect that. But they also feel that it is all planned.
Well, over the recent past, when we have seen from Sudha, you might be knowing about what happened in Vizhinjam. From
Vizhinjam, yes. Adani Port. Yeah.
The Adani Port issue.
Yes.
So from then onwards, the church has been feeling that it is being targeted by the left wing within Kerala. And there is a history about it also, because there has been an antagonistic relationship between the left and the church in Kerala for ages together. The first Vimochana Samaram which happened was initiated by the church, and it had brought down the E.S. Namboodiripad government as well. So from then onwards, it's been an antagonistic kind of a relationship, like love and hate relationship till now. So what has happened right now is that the church feels that from Vizhinjam onwards, it has been unfairly targeted. Especially, it is the SFI that led the protest into the Amal Jyothi Engineering College.
Yes.
Plus, we also feel that certain media organizations belonging to another community is specifically targeting them over this issue. And they have come out in their own channel saying that this is what actually happened in Amal Jyothi Engineering College. We have informed the authorities of what has happened. And of course, the news network that is in fact associated with the CPM has been on a 24-hour rampage on this particular college. So they feel kind of being completely besieged as of now. So this is the kind of feeling that they are having. So that is why they are in fact bringing out this fact that the government needs to protect its institutions, because there have been several student marches that have gone straight into that college and there seems to be no protection for them, is what they claim. But then the larger question is there about what happened to the students, Shraddha, who committed suicide, and what could have been the reasons for it. So many of them in the church community have said that let them first conclude the investigation and let what report be
Exactly.
filed on it, what could have been the reason for it.
Exactly
But before
my point. That first let them conclude the investigation, because the death of a young student is far more than any politics, is what I feel. And I think it will do the church, perhaps, I'm sorry to be pontificating, I chose the word very carefully, Verghese. But the thing is that I think a life is more important than the politics that is being played, and from both sides, Verghese.